These experiences are connected to various places or various nouns, people, places, and things. And these things have impacted us on, has had a great impact on our lives. So just think about these relationships and experience that we face. We can gain insight into how they have shaped and affected us. The people who we have connected to. We can sit back and think about some of the people who we missed and who we've dismissed. We can think about some of the places that we'll never go again, or we won't put ourselves in again, that we miss places that we missed and places that we dismiss. We can think about things that have come into our life that we miss or we need to dismiss. And I'm saying that just as numbers are transformed when combined, the relationships we bring into our lives have a profound impact on our well-being. A positive relationship plus a smaller negative influence can still leave us with a reduced sense of positivity, while a positive relationship plus a larger negative influence can transform our outlook to a more negative state. Now, let me slow that down so you can write that down again. I need you to write this point down. A positive relationship plus a smaller negative influence can still leave us with a reduced sense of positivity, while a positive relationship plus a larger negative influence can transform our outlook to a more negative state. See, the company that we keep plays an importance on how things add or subtract to our life. What company are you keeping? You got to take a stand for what the word says for your life. I am admonishing you, because this is not an easy task. This is why repentance is there. This is not an easy task sometimes, because they may be drinking, or they may be doing something, or they may be smoking, they may be doing things in your life, and you got to really stand up to become that. And that only comes through your relationship with God and connecting to the right people and having the right places and having the right things in your life that will cause growth within you. So we need to understand that the company that we keep can either add or subtract. Write that down. The company that we keep can either add or subtract from our, watch this, our joy, our peace, and our purpose. The company that we keep can either add to or subtract from our joy, our peace, and purpose. Those three things: your joy, your peace, and your purpose. So watch your environment. If somebody come in and they fussing all the time and they messing with your joy, you need to remove yourself from that. Don't be afraid to say, I don't want that in my environment today. If they're messing with your peace, and I don't want that in my, if they're messing with the purpose that God has given you, no, I desire not to have that within my life. And I'm saying to you, each and every one of you who is listening to me, that if you desire to be what God has called you to be, don't be afraid. Don't have fear to stand up to those things that are not benefiting your life. Your relationships matter. Type that in the chat if you're listening to this. Relationships matter. We keep settling for things and feel like it's okay and feel like it's going to continue to move us to that next place. That cannot be the case. We have to remove ourselves. I remember when I was in high school and I was a senior in high school, and man, I had a tongue. I cussed like a sailor, but I was terrible at it. And just, well, pretty good at it, but I was terrible at doing it. Doing it in the wrong time, just cussing all the time and saying all kinds of things. And there was a friend of mine, and a friend of mine came to me, and he pulled me aside to the room. He said, you can't do the same things that we do because of who your father is and where you're going in life. You can't cuss like us and act like us and be a certain way. And from that day forward, I changed the way that I do things. I recognized that people were watching me. And I'm telling you, when you desire to make a change in your life, or when you're doing things that's on God's purpose, people will continue to watch you. They're watching what you do. They're watching what you say. They're watching how you act.